What's up, everyone? Welcome to another tower video. Thanks for joining. A lot of changes to go over. Just want to say thank you to everyone that's been watching. I really appreciate the support. We've gotten a couple new subscribers in these past few weeks, so I really appreciate that. As you can see here, we're just finishing up a disco run. Made some huge changes. Pretty excited to go over all this with you guys. As you can see, got some new music in the background. Let me know in the comments if it sounds good, volume's good. Among all my testing, I think the balance should be good, but let me know if I need to make any adjustments, if it's coming in unclear on your end. Very excited to go over these changes. I just want to start off by shouting out Celestoria. Link in the description for their music. Absolutely incredible. Zephyr uses it too. Fantastic. Love it. Love the blend. Love the balance. So, as you can see here, just finished up a disco run. Nothing too exciting to go over on this. What we more want to go over here is where we're at with the discos. I still have this one lingering. Where is it? Yeah, here it is. Yeah, tier 5. I still gotta finish this one. Go back and finish that one. See, we got this ultimate weapon. I just did this as an overnight. That's why the waves are so high. For some reason, I don't know why. I don't know if I just got an unlucky fleet selection, but I did a run on this. I did this run like a month ago. And I just did another run with some drastic changes that should have substantially helped me survive. And I got like 200 less waves, which was really weird. So I got to rerun that, I think. Yeah, I'm really not sure why I wasn't able to complete that, but let's see. I put some into these ones here. Got pretty close on this 18 here. Got these couple in here. And biggest ones are these econ ones. Gold box these two. And made a nice dent in both of those. So very happy with that. I tried this one a couple times, and I was a little surprised that I couldn't do better than that. That was before I did these ultimate weapon ones, so I kind of did them out of order. I should have done these first and then did this. So maybe I'll go back to this. Probably not really necessary at this point. And I don't really want to waste respecking. Again, I've done a lot of respecking, and as we kind of talked about in the last video, I have tanked my econ by choice. So we're going to start off with the biggest changes here in the bot selection. I took a page out of Zephyr's book, and I dumped the golden bot. So went full boat on the bot to improve the flame bot, max out the range, and we're up to 35 here. So I'm going to be rocking this. I debated on waiting like a week into the event here. But I just decided to do it on the first day. I was like, let's go, because my biggest goal here is tournaments. I just want to get to auto restart. I'll see where I'm at that point. Maybe I'll continue and try to push for the bots, but I think that's going to be a lot of lost econ for a long time, and I don't know if that would per se be worth it. I know that the econ jump as soon as I get the bots will be huge, but I think we'll just see how every tournament goes for this next 2 weeks. And I mean, this last tournament, I did outstanding. I mean, I did a personal best, tied my highest position, and it's really, really awesome. So let's take a look at that right away. 1681. I've never been close to that. I had a lucky battle conditions here, which was probably similar to this one. So I guess an extra 300 waves, if you think about it, isn't really that crazy, but as we know, it is. Actually, I think on this one there was no ultimates, and we had Protector ultimate on this one. So this is actually, it felt considerably better. And when I did this one, I was 10th place. And I really struggled these last 3 tournaments. I did get keys on these 2, but this one I just got tanked on. The battle conditions were really rough. And this was a month ago that I got my highest, and I think I just had a lucky bracket. So really exciting. Let's see. We'll look at the stones right away, because I actually need to put a click in here. Awesome. 25 away. 22 away, technically. And then I think it's like 100 and, let's see, 95, 95, 110, 120. Yeah, so 120 more, 144 more, 42 more. Yeah, I mean, that's quite a bit. So, yeah, I had a lot of decisions. I mean, that's ways away anyway. But let's check out the stats here. Stats page. 31 big Q. Pretty good. 125 stones. 1,000 stones. See how we're doing on the research. 2.2. Really like to see that up to 2.5 sooner than later. That is the one thing that I'm really struggling with right now, though, is because I am tanking Econ. I've dropped these down to 5 to maintain until I go back to a full farming respec, which I think I'm actually going to do today. I think I'm going to just finish this one up because I have the time today, and then I think I'll respec to a standard farm setup, get 2 farm runs in before the tournament tomorrow, and then by that point, I mean, I should just be fine. These 2 max levels here and these 2 little extra bumps is going to make a huge difference. I think that's going to make a massive difference. So to look at the run history here, we have all these discos, which will get out of there. With tournaments, what I've been doing here is I've been doing an intro sprint run, just straight through. No nuke, no demon mode, just set it and forget it, see how I do. Because that gives me a baseline of when I really need to start watching it. Because as I've talked about in the last video, I get a little distracted during tournaments, so that just kind of helps me micromanage it less. So I mean, it's pretty impressive that it's only 200 additional waves. Not even paying attention to it, not managing it at all. So let me see here. This is where I made the switch here with the bots, I believe. Well, as
Remain indoors.
let me see here.
Remain calm.
Yeah, so I think it was this one. This is when I switched, if I'm not mistaken. So as you can see here, nope, pardon me. Okay, this is where I switched, I think. Maybe? Okay, yeah, this is where I switched. So I just jumped right to an 18. So I was doing outstanding here. 11,000 waves, 11-hour runs in 16. 15, 12-hour runs. Coins per hour, pretty comparable. 181 an hour, 199. So I like getting the cells, especially when the multipliers or the coins per hour is so close. So I switched to 18 thinking, oh, okay, I'll be able to do, 8,000 waves after this bot respec because I can survive so much more. No, apparently not. I'm just floored that I wasn't even able to get 4,500 waves on 18 with a farming setup, mind you. I did put some damage, like the damage card on and stuff, because I figured I needed some damage, but I don't think I did that for this. I think I did my standard farm run, and yeah, I just didn't do good at all. I mean, 3-hour run, and I set that for an overnight. So yeah, I'm really disappointed with that. So I switched to a 17, and I had one really bad one that I think I just got unlucky on. It was like 4,000 waves or something, so I immediately reran it. And this is what we ended up with a farm, 13 Q an hour. So not terrible, but 197,000 cells per hour. When I respect, I had counted on being able to get some serious cells per hour, knowing that the coins were going to be down, because I was like, I'll farm higher waves or higher tiers. Man, 195,000, 199,000. Respecking outside of tournament was like a bad decision with the flame bot or the bot. I am sticking with that. I made the right decision because of the tournament aspect, but it's definitely not as effective as I thought it would be. Like, especially with 8,000 waves, I would think there would be more cells for that tier. I don't know. I did hit some milestones, so I can't complain about that. I got the 2,000 milestone on tier 19, and then I'm getting close to 300 here for 21. Getting close. I mean, we'll get there eventually, I guess. What I'm running right now for enhancements, because I'm doing disco runs. I mean, it's a little deceiving right now because I'm doing disco runs. But yeah, so I just run 3 damage, a little extra on the crit. 210 across the board on the health stuff. And then I just run 1.37. And I'm just banking this because I'm not making that much, so I don't really want to spend any of this. Just so I can maintain the labs. Guild's doing good. Nothing really to report here. Store's just about maxed out. I just gotta get that last box and I can buy that. I've been running ally chip just because I'm doing disco runs. I think I'm bought everything in here. I'm not going to buy that, and I'm not going to buy this bottom one here. Which, that's going to be something that we're going into here next is, oh, I got one big thing. One big thing I forgot. We did make one huge change that we've been talking about. I don't think I went through this in the last video, did I? We got CF8. Did I go over that in the last video? Now I'm drawing a blank. But anyways, guys, I'm at CF8. CF plus level 8. And it seems to help, but it's definitely underwhelming. Going from 4 to level 8. I gotta tell you, I'm a little disappointed. For the amount of stones that was, 3,000 stones or something. A little disappointing. While we're in this tab, we'll just jump over these ultimate weapons here. Nothing's changed down here. Nothing's changed. Unless, the only thing that would have changed is the chrono loop. But my next couple things that I'd like to do here, I'm a little torn on if I should be looking at more Poison Swamp or more Smite. My original thinking was I thought it would make more sense to do Smite and just continue bumping up some damage reduction. But I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure. I'm kind of thinking it might just be better to dump like 4 levels into this and get the second permanent. I am a couple seconds off right now from a second permanent, and then get a partial third. I don't know if that'd be beneficial. I think so. I think that's the way I'm leaning, because one of the next things I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be maxing these 3 out. At least getting really close. I think I'll get this up to at least 70, 75. Maybe I'll go for the max 80. I think this is 10 seconds, so... but I don't know if that stuff's necessary, because, like, I was just watching a Spartan video, you know, and I think he's only rocking, like, 8% swamp stun. So, and he's considerably farther ahead than I am. So I don't necessarily know. I want to get this slotted back in when I go back to Econ. It's going to be one of my next things, and I'll let that maybe ride for like a month or something. This is going to be done. I'll probably finish rushing it tonight, or maybe I'll just do it in the morning. Defense percent. Very slow moving lab. I was kind of bummed to take this off 6 speed, but very long. I don't know how long these last 10 levels are going to take. I imagine a long time. We're going to get this up to 80 and then swap it. I don't know. I think I'm just going to let this ride for a while, so when I do get back to Econ, it's going to be a huge jump. Wall Thorns, I think I'm just going to max it. I think I'll just keep that slotted in. And then I'll go back to regen. I think we'll do regen. But when Deathwave Armor Strip's done, that's when I'm going to slot one of these in. Haven't decided which one per se. So yeah, that's what we're working on with labs. I guess now the big question though is really, where do you start progressing? I got these few things here that I'm set like in my favorites. I want to work through majority of what's in my favorites right now before I call it quits. I'd like to get another 20 levels into range too, which these levels are at least a little quicker, so I should get those in. Maybe I'll put that in before the Poison Swamp one, because I think that'll also be something that helps my tournament performance, and that might be the difference between, you know, 8 and 10 keys. So, however, I mean, the gap though on this last tournament was like 280 waves to 7th place. So yeah, I was like, well, that's not really gonna work. I mean, you got to do a lot of stuff to get an extra 280 waves. So, really, the question becomes, where do I start progressing from here? Because I was really set on sticking with EHP until it made sense. And I'm willing to push it a little bit farther just so you always kind of have that baseline. Because I feel like with EHP, if you're not running some like too dynamic of a strat where I would need to get death defies and stuff nonstop, you know, you're always just going to have this baseline of damage reduction and health, which is going to give you some survivability, and then you can add the defense on, or attack on top of that. So I've been really thinking about where to progress. I'm already a little ahead of a lot of EHP players. I could work on crit factor next, most likely, and my super crit stuff, because I haven't dumped anything like hardly into that. What I mean when I say I'm a little ahead of a lot of EHP, like hardcore EHP players, is with some of my masteries. I do already have the damage mastery at level 5, and I have super tower mastery unlocked, basically. So it's a couple things I don't need to buy that I can just upgrade. and I'm thinking that I should be working on those sooner than later. Super Tower, the card, the lab for the card, I need to put a lot into. I haven't hardly done anything to that. Or what am I talking about? The bonus, pardon me. Yeah, the bonus. I haven't put like anything into that, so that would make a huge difference in damage multiplier too. So, I mean, it just seems like that's the direction you're gonna have to play. I've heard it stated that, you know, it's kind of like they're forcing you to utilize the entire tower, which they should. I mean, at the end of the day, having as much attack and as much defense should be how you want to max everything out. I mean, if you have every lab maxed out, every stat maxed out, you should have the strongest, you know, tower you possibly can. I mean, I don't think it needs to be like that fancy. So, and it's just kind of at what order do you do it? And like I said, I think it just, I'll stay EHP primarily until it doesn't make sense anymore. Demon mode mastery would be another good one, but I would like to get smart demon mode. And with both nuke and demon mode, when I get those, after I get demon mode mastery, after auto restart, I'm gonna want to get the on death activate on death unlocked, because in the vault, because one of the big things that I see is as just an annoyance is when I start a run, I'll go in and I'll have to, after intro sprint's done, after 25 minutes or whatever, I'll have to click my nuke. Now I got the first level of the nuke activation unlocked, so it'll just continue. Every 300 waves, it activates nuke and keeps the slowing effect done. But it doesn't activate by itself, so you have to go in and click it. Which, when you're doing 12-hour runs, is no problem because you have plenty of time to do it. But on some of these shorter runs, you don't have as much time to do that. So I've seen a lot of people. I read about this on Reddit. A lot of people say that smart nuke automation doesn't add that much value because by the time it's activating, you're already like cooked, so it just activates and then you die anyway. What I think would be beneficial, and I don't know what order this would activate, is if you have both nuke on death and demon mode on death, because if the nuke goes first, starts slowing the attack speed, and your demon mode goes off next, it allows you enough time to regen and get reset for the next attack. You know what I mean? So like, I think that's a good play, but again, that's, you know what, 50 gems, 40 keys. So that's a lot on top of this, but I might do that and then get both of those. I haven't decided yet. I am also getting to the point now where I need some new cards. I've been running thin, like on my tournament slot, my tournament cards. When I get my ELS maxed out, I'll take card off and put critical chance on, and then I'll take free upgrades off and put on wave skip. Just kind of annoying. It'd be nice to just have everything in, or put something that would actually be beneficial, like doing more damage or something, you know, put crit factor in there. Yeah. A lot of things to think about. So I think that pretty much does it for today's video, guys. I'm pretty excited to see how this continues. I'm excited to see what my income's going to be like when I start farming. Even with this setup, now with my new what my new bonuses are going to be. And I'm really excited. I mean, like I said, I was doing about 500 Q a run and a 12-hour run. I mean, I'm thinking that's gonna be. I would expect 700 to 800 Q a run. I would love to see it doubled. I'll be totally honest. I don't know if I've done enough yet. And then I'm factoring in a little bit of lab work and stuff too. But yeah, I think once we have... Is it possible? How many tournaments do we have left? So what did I get? I got 8 the last tournament. Because I finished 8th. Yeah, so I got 8 keys. And what did I say I need? 22? Yeah, I need 22 keys. So if I can finish top 10, get 6 keys. How many tournaments do we have left in the next 2 weeks? So that's 3 more tournaments. If I can hit 8th or better, which I think will be pretty tough. If I can do 8th or better, I'll have auto restart by the time this Flamebot respec is done. I think that's pretty tough. I think that's pretty tough to do. I'd expect to finish top 10 each tournament. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, guys, I think that just about covers it. Nothing's really changed here, but just so you guys see, this is what I'm running currently for my disco runs. Went over cards, labs. Guys, I think that's it. Oh, one last thing to go over. I apologize. Let's see. We just got this in today. Couple patch notes here. I'm not going to read through all this for you guys. I'm sure you guys have already seen it. Just, you know, nothing that per se applies to me so much. I'm really happy to see that they've fixed the death wave with the G comp, because that's what I farm with. And I've definitely noticed that sometimes your effect waves are going off almost too often, and it just does not calculate it correctly. So I'm happy to hear that. Aside from that, none of this stuff affects me. But yeah, if you guys are on some of these lower tiers, tier 10 through 13, they fixed some things with reroll shards, so that's great to hear. I didn't personally experience this soft lock issue, but if you've experienced that, that's fixed now, so great news there. Yeah, I think that wraps it up for today, guys. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. It's gonna be lots more to come, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.